Hello, my name is Carolina Miranda Luna, and my school enrollment is 02963536, and today's exercise is about the Cold War, and I'll be explaining the events through this slaughter. The term Cold War refers to despite the tense relations between the United States and the Soviet Union, these countries never came to confront each other militarily. That is, although both had powerful armies and nuclear weapons, neither of them attacked each other during that time. Economic system of each. Capitalism led to the United States proposed a model where private property and companies played a very important role when it comes to creating wealth. A capitalism government promotes private initiatives rather than strengthening public services. The maximum exponent of capitalism was Adam Smith, is one of the most famous economists in history and is considered the father of modern economics. In his economic theories, he combines history, philosophy, economic development, and physiology and ethics. Socialism after World War II, the military ideological tension between the socialist bloc led by the Soviet Union and the capitalist bloc led to the United States led to a political confrontation that would become known as the Cold War. It is characterized by the fact that private property does not exist, but collective property is used here, making the decisions making about goods planned and centralized. Marx was the maximum exponent of socialism. Marx's goal was to design a social system that would eliminate class differences between the proletariat and the bourgeoisie. In doing so, the tensions and power differences that forced workers to work in poor conditions for low wages disappear. For the interview, I asked my grandmother the following questions. Her name is Loreto Loera, and she's 78 years old. The first question was, what countries were the world leaders during this period? And she answered that the big three, Franklin Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, and Joseph Stalin, who led the United States, United Kingdom, and the Soviet Union respectively through the World War II and into the Cold War. The second question was, why did countries who were allies during the wars become enemies afterwards? And she said that the Cold War was the war between the Soviet Union and the United States, which never actually came to a direct fighting. Both tried to impose their ideologies on other countries, communism and capitalism, and gain superiority by the use of propaganda, espionage, and the vast stores of weapons. The third question was, where did the Cold War take place? And her answer was United States, Vietnam, Soviet Union, Greece, Europe, and Cuba. Number four, what opinion did the general public have of the Cold War? She said most citizens were happy and living successful lives. At the same time, however, some were paranoid and feared Soviet invasion or nuclear war. Nuclear preparedness became a way of life, and many schools and businesses practiced duck and cover drills in case of an event. Number five, and last one, what type of weapons did the two world powers have at their disposal during the Cold War? The United States and Soviet Union and other major powers built up enormous stockpiles containing tens of thousands of nuclear bombs, missile warheads, and artillery shells, so many that the military and diplomatic standoff of that era was sometimes described as a balance of terror. In my opinion, the warlike conflict between the Eastern and Western powers of the 20th century has been one of the most important historical events in modern history. Although the United States and Soviet Union never clashed directly in military terms, they practiced in foreign wars and intervened in foreign events where they favored or attacked opposing sides. Some consequences of the end of the following: the United States and the Soviet Union accumulated a large number of atomic weapons. The United States became the main power in the world, and the Soviet Union collapsed due to its economic weaknesses. End of communism. Thank you.